Well, that was surely a thing. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and as the title clearly states, I'm here to share my thoughts on the new trailer for the Dora the Explorer movie, Dora and the Lost City of Gold, which apparently is not called El Dorado in the film, which is baffling, but I guess they want to be different. Even though the plot so far that they're showing in the trailer isn't really different. Yeah, the trailer sucked. But honestly, are you that surprised? Is it a shocking revelation to reveal that the Dora the Explorer live action trailer sucked? No, it really shouldn't. It's, in fact, despite how awful the editing was, how they resorted to cheap jokes in the trailer, and I did not actually like their selection of clips in the trailer because nothing in those clips convinced me that this film was going to be good. It overall was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's going to be a lot of cheap humor, annoying characters, a bunch of them, and pointless use of modern day pop music. You know, the thing that made Dora the Explorer so great, especially when I saw it when I was a kid, was that, you know, it wasn't held down by modern times. In fact, you can't even tell me what era or what year Dora the Explorer lives because she never lived in the city. She lived in the jungle. And, you know, there was a timeless feeling to that. Whereas I saw this trailer and it immediately felt dated. Immediately. I hated the inclusion of her friends. I guess they're not really her friends. And I'm sorry I'm shaking. I'm actually holding this camera, so I'll just try to see if I can get a solid grip on this thing. But I hated her friends. Especially that one girl that's always like commenting on things like, oh, of course Dora brought a knife. Oh, look, we're being chased. All right, that was really smart. She's like trying to come off as snarky and sassy, but she just comes off as annoying. I will say though, the girl who plays Dora, Isabel, I forgot her last name, but her name is Isabel. And she was on the Transformers film and played a character named Isabella. How about that? But she's pretty good. For an aged up Dora, she's pretty good. But let's talk about some of those elephants in the room, shall we? Dora's parents. Why are we taking the cliche route of her parents got kidnapped and she kinda has to save them? Even though she wasn't really called to adventure, she was dragged to adventure. Which is weird. I thought more or less she would be called to adventure, not dragged to adventure. Dora always seemed like a character that would seek the thrill of an adventure. And the trailer even showcases that with the fact she wanted to go to the Lost City of Gold with her parents, but they're like, well, you know, we let you run around the woods when you were like 7 or 8, but now that you're 15, 16, I think we need to pull back. You need to go to school. Oh, great parenting, guys. You'll let a little kid go travel through the woods, but when she becomes a teenager, you need to put a kibosh on that. She needs to have an education, she needs to go into the city, and we need to do the cliche character or fish out of water storyline. I hate the fish out of water storyline. It's been done to death. It's so cliche. And of course they had all the regular beats. She sticks out like a sore thumb. She brings weapons to school, and she even, I mean, I get that this is the modern age, but man, seeing Dora walking this, like, going to school and then walking through a metal detector, it's kind of like a hashtag too real for me moment in a silly kids film. Like, man, don't make going to school look like it's well, I mean, most kids think going to school is terrible anyway, but that just really made me feel weird. Seeing something like that, seeing Dora not only going to school but having to walk through a metal detector before going into school. And of course, you know, she gets in this class and they ask her the question like, where are you from? She's like, the jungle. And of course you're gonna have people like, she's weird, she's crazy. And of course, Diego's gonna be the character that feels embarrassed by his cousin because she lived in the jungle and he's trying to live a modern life. I bet you that's the angle they're gonna take. She gets kidnapped by Boba Fett, or not Boba Fett, Jango Fett. My apologies, Jango Fett, and they bring her along so that she can find her parents, I guess. Then she gets rescued by that one guy that had, like, I forget his name, but I think it's Eugenio or something. He's a famous comedian in Mexico. So they get rescued by him, and they go on an adventure. A couple things too. What the fuck did you do to Boots? Like, I understand you're not gonna make him talk now, but you got rid of the very thing that gave him his name. He's not even wearing any boots. The whole point... Look, Nickelodeon, you made this... Well, yeah, you made this show. Come on, man. Like, was there no consultant from the show? Or was there no executive at Nickelodeon saying, hey, can you at least put some boots on that monkey? I mean, his name is Boots because he wears boots. That's the point of the character. If you're not going to make him talk, which... Honestly, I kind of wish that animals did talk in this world. That would have been interesting, but fine, you're going for the realistic angle. But sure, the very least, you could have just gave the freaking monkey his boots. Why does Boots not have boots? Another thing, too, is, where's Swifer? Is Swifer gonna be in this movie? Is he gonna be a talking fox? Because if so, then... why can't Boots talk? You know, Boots can talk. I mean, if Swiper the fox, an animal in this world, can talk, why can't Boots the monkey talk? They're gonna have to explain that because Benicio del Toro is casted as Swiper the fox. Unless Swiper is a different person or Swiper is not an animal. But it says voice, so I'm assuming he is an animal. I'm curious to see how they're going to bring Swifer into this because now we have a different villain. We got the Jango Fett guy. So, does he work with the villains or is he his own person? I'm asking so many questions from this 2.5-minute trailer that sucked. But those were the things that came through my head. God, I hated that pop song. Why did they have to modernize Dora? I mean, Dora worked well in the jungle. We don't need this modern angle at all. What, you're trying to relate to the teens? You know what happens when companies try to relate to teens? They end up failing to relate to teens. And that's exactly the vibe I got from that trailer. You got a bunch of out-of-touch people think that they can relate to the teens. We're gonna make Dora a teenager instead of a little kid, even though the demographic for Dora are kids. You know, most of the people who grew up with Dora, we're in our 20s now. We don't even care for Dora. And maybe some of us even have kids that like Dora the Explorer, not Dora the teen. You know, it'd be funny if they actually made like Dora an edgy teen. I might have rolled with that if she was an edgy teen. I also did not like the angle of turning Dora the Explorer into an action film. Where's the sense of adventure? Like, that's what made Dora so special. That's what made it so fun. Also, like, having her interact with the audience. Which, you know what? I would love for that to be a bit in the movie. If that could be a bit in the movie, I might give this movie some credit. Some. Not a lot, but some credit. Because that'd be funny, because her friends would act like, who are you talking to? What's going on here? Or they could take the 21 Jump Street approach where they basically not mock, but like parodied what the original show was. That'd be funny. I would watch that, but I may be giving them too much credit because there's no way somebody behind the scenes working on this movie is that clever, like a Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Shout out to your Oscar win, by the way, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. That's amazing. But yeah, so this trailer sucked. You're not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. If you were surprised that this trailer sucked, I fear for you, my friend. I fear for you. But no, you knew this trailer sucked. Come on. This is a Dora the Explorer movie, Dora the Explorer live action movie being produced by Michael Bay's production company and by Nickelodeon. So it's really not that surprising. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I just thought I'd share my opinions on the trailer. I'm not really mad. I'm not sad. Not even disappointed, because really I don't care for this movie. If you guys want to see it, you can watch it, but this trailer just sucked, and I wanted to put it out there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I do still need to make my Jordan Peele video. I have a video I want to make about Jordan Peele, but I gotta go on a run. When I get back on the run, maybe I can talk about it, and then I'll go from there. But anyway, guys, if you like seeing more videos, this channel, be part of the Black Critic Crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. I'm Tony Ball II, awake at 5 in the morning for some reason, as the Black Critic guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.